Hi guys, my name is Amber Moore and I run Morehouse Academy. We are a distant learning provider for kids that want to do their high school phase, grade 8 to 12, at home. I have a lot of parents that are contacting me lately asking me, Amber, I'm not too sure how to start this homeschooling process. I'm so overwhelmed with all the information that's out there. I'm worried about my child's education. I don't want to send my child back to school because I'm worried about how COVID will affect them. It's a transmittable disease. We're going to be in contact with a whole bunch of people. And how do I start this homeschooling process? Now, you need to understand the legal framework around homeschooling first. Homeschooling legal framework dictates that a child that is between the ages of 6 or 7 and 15 have to be registered with the Department of Education. So that's the grades 1 to 9. If you are doing homeschooling at home, pure homeschooling at home, or going through a center, your child has to be registered with the Department of Education. Please note that centers are not seen as a valid way to educate your child if they are not registered as an independent school. And that's quite a costly affair. So a lot of tutor centers do teaching remotely. They travel to your homes and they connect with you and they help you, and a lot of them are doing the bulk of the work that the schools are doing right now. You know, the schools are getting to get a feel of how tutor centers run and manage and work. When we're talking about grades 10, 11 and 12, it's a qualification year. It's 3 years. You have to be registered with an accredited body a registered body that can provide you with that qualification. We are registered with Sakai to allow us to offer you that accreditation. So, what are you looking for when you're looking for a homeschool provider or an assessment provider? There's two parts to schooling. Okay, the one part is just the qualification side. That's your tests and your tasks, and everybody moans about how difficult CAPS is and how much work there is in it. And it's quite a manageable amount. You just have to make sure that you're on top of it and you're doing it regularly. Then you won't fall behind. But that's the responsibility of a tutor center to help you, or a school. They guide you in that and they make sure that they're teaching you regularly. They're relaying that content over to you regularly so that you are not falling behind, that you're keeping up with your tasks and you're keeping up with your submissions. Now, when you are looking for an assessment provider, look for, firstly, the fact that they are registered in the appropriate manner to offer you the accreditations that you need. Okay? Don't rely on them to give you that information. Phone the accredited bodies, find out from them. Give Sakai a call or email them and say, hey, is Morehouse Academy registered with you guys, so that they can offer me a distant learning package. Do that for any center that you guys are, do that for any assessment body that you're going with. Okay, number one. Number two, make sure that you are happy with what they're offering. If you are an educated parent and you know that you can teach your child and you don't need extra tutoring, then you just need to buy the assessments for the year. The children can work through those assessments and they can complete those assessments on their own. They've got to complete the curriculum, so work through the textbooks to learn. And most of your assessment providers gives you an annual planner that guides you through the activities and tasks for their textbooks that they recommend. Okay? Some assessment providers go a bit further than that. They encompass or couple the tutoring aspect. Okay, so they then add the tutoring side to their assessments. They don't just offer the assessments. I think Digital is one of those. So when you're looking at an assessment provider, you want to make sure that you are choosing the one that will suit, number one, your pockets, and it will suit your needs and your requirements. If your child needs full-time online learning, even if you go through an assessment provider that does not offer you the teaching side, you can connect to a tutor center. There's so many tutor centers out there that are doing this. Okay, you can connect to a tutor center, find them in a specific area that you're at. So when lockdown ends, that's where you want to send them, then you do that. And they're offering online teaching, online learning, online assistance. Some assessment providers are offering that online assistance as well, but you just got to go find them and go look for them. Each one offers a different package, and your research into each one is going to be invaluable when you guys decide that what you want to do. When you go and connect to an assessment provider, please make sure that you are asking them to see their systems, see how the process, ask them what a day would be like going through this work. What do they recommend? How do they recommend you set up the system at home? And a lot of assessment providers don't necessarily provide for all the subjects. So you need to make sure that you are connecting with an assessment provider that offers all the subjects that you want. Or you buy single subjects from various assessment providers. You don't have to go through one assessment provider. However, you do want to make sure that you are going through an assessment provider that is under the same banner. So, for instance, if you go with Alroy, and Alroy doesn't offer maths, which they do, okay, but if Alroy doesn't offer maths, but you prefer everything else, all the other subjects on Alroy, you can go purchase maths from a different assessment provider. You can go purchase it from Impact or from Nucleus or from Auxilio, whoever you prefer. So you can pick and choose and have various subjects registered between various assessment providers. You don't have to go through one. It does make it a little bit difficult because communication in that regard is back and forth between the different ones. So it's much easier if you only putting all your parcels in one package. The other thing is, guys, you need to ensure that you're getting service from your assessment providers. Service goes a long way. This is a scary time. You need to be able to contact them. You need to be able to have feedback straight away. You need to be able to feel connected when we're all isolated in the way that we are being isolated at this point in time. So I hope that's helped. This is all with regards to the CAP system. I hope I've given you something to think about, something to go research, something to go find out. And please feel free to contact us on our info@morehouse.co.za. What we are doing additionally is we're building up our video library for all the content that the learners have to learn throughout the year. We have started with term 2 on our side because we were just an assessment provider. We weren't providing the tutoring aspect of our curriculum because we were doing that in-house on our property here. This is Morehouse Academy's property, and we are now, because our learners that aren't coming in anymore, they're staying at home. We're now putting all the videos and our teaching lessons on our online. So I'm opening up my maths and physics to all the grade 12 maths and physics learners that need to be able to do the first 2 weeks of work or go through it and watch videos and do the activities and the exercises. So please like our page and connect with me, and then you guys can go see on my Facebook page at Morehouse Academy. I will put a link there or even underneath this video so that any grade 12 can connect to my maths and physics at this point in time. Okay, it will be updated over the term and it will be available for everybody until we are told that the grade 12s can go back to school. So I'll leave it open. I'm not going to make it a 2-week trial or anything like that. And if you guys like that side of it, remember that's different to our assessment package, but we do want to help in some way. Okay, and our grade 12s, it's very scary for our grade 12s for maths and science at this point in time. So please like our page, please follow us, and please connect to us if you have any questions.